Hello, I'm Trevor Greive, and I am the author of Broken Girl, which is the Dymocks Book of the Month. And I'm sitting in my favorite reading chair in my favorite corner of our back garden on what is a rather chilly and bleak afternoon in spring here in the Verdugo Mountains in Southern California. Broken Girl is an extraordinary true story. It is the story of Caroline, a brilliant and beautiful young woman who is the victim of several violent crimes in her native Brazil before she emigrates to Australia, where she meets Byron, the man of her dreams. They fall in love, set up a beautiful home together in Bondi Beach, and then depart on a fateful holiday to Europe. And it's in Spain, in Barcelona, Caroline's favorite city, where she is once again the victim of unspeakable violence. She's left with horrific injuries, including a severe traumatic brain injury. The doctors never expected her to survive, and they said that even if she does, she'll never recover from a vegetative state. But after many surgeries and 12 months of painful and intense rehabilitation, Caroline finally is able to return to Australia. But when she does, she makes the horrific and heartbreaking discovery that her lover is no longer her lover, her friends are no longer her friends, and her home is no longer her home. And now, with this debilitating brain injury, she has to become a detective in order to solve her own mystery. She has become her own mystery. What happened to the life that Caroline knew and loved, or at least thought she knew? I hope you enjoy this book. For what it's worth, it's the best book I've ever written. Can I just add on a personal note? When I left the army in the hope of becoming a writer many, many, many years ago, I think it took me 8 failed manuscripts over a decade before I became a published author. And during that time, I lived in this little hovel of a studio by Grand Central Station in Sydney. And on Sunday afternoons, when the stores were closed, I would walk down George Street and stare longingly into the giant picture windows on Dymocks' flagship store. And I would look at the top 10 books displayed on their wall and dream of the day when one of my books will be displayed on that top 10 wall. Now, I'm happy to say that over the years, many of my books have made that wall, starting with the Blue Day book and most recently with Penguin Bloom. But in my entire career, I have never had one of my books become a Dymocks Book of the Month. And so I just want to thank you, the Dymocks book lovers, for this very precious honor. Thank you, and I really hope you enjoy Broken Girl.
Hi Dymocks book lovers, I'm Caroline. I'm so excited about Broken Girl. BG is an amazing writer and he knows absolutely everything about me. He took something very dark and painful, made it beautiful and very powerful. I love it so much. A traumatic brain injury is more than a broken mind. It's also a broken heart and a broken life. My story is for anybody who struggles to believe in themselves when everyone else stops believing. Thank you so much for believing in Broken Girl.